many police brutality issues going on. What do you think about those memes with the white cop and the black children? Now, we do have that one cop that has the black girlfriend. He does a lot with the community. I forget his name.
Officer Tommy or something.
Officer Tommy. We like him. Okay, he's fine. But, you know,
because he's not trying.
He's not trying. He's doing this way before. He's been doing this way before.
Like something that he just
right. But how about those other pictures where it's almost like props, where you have a white cop, two white cops in a video, and they're throwing the ball around with some black kids? And how do you guys feel about the media using our children as props in those videos?
She's talking to you.
But I mean, that's what they do. They do something. They want to paint a picture.
Right.
And the more they spoon feed you, the more you accept it.
Right.
That's all they do.
And can we admit that it's being spoon fed?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's being spoon fed. It's being spoon fed. I was looking on the page and I saw that, and that was the first thing I said. It was one girl on the page, and I said, I hate to be negative, but I'm gonna have to say this, because she was saying, oh, this is great, you know, that these cops and these children. I'm like,
and here comes Yolanda.
Yeah, how many of these videos are they gonna show with using our children as props?
Might be good guys, but you just don't know because of the situation.
Because of the situation, right? Because I hear a lot of people say,
I remember the good guys.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people say, you know, good cops and bad cops. Where are the good cops when the bad cops are shooting people, and they need to show up and say, hey, he did a horrible job? When I do a horrible job, I want Atiba to tell me.
Right.
You know, I want Atiba to say, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It's
today.
dangerous for them to speak out, that's why.
You know,
yeah, but you know what? It's the same. It's the same way they put that out there, is that not all cops are bad. Well, why the hell that they don't apply that to people of color?
Because they've been trained to treat us a certain type of way.
Yeah, but at the same time, now their actions are now training us to treat them a certain kind of way.
right.
So that's why I'm like, if we're ever going to find some type of common ground, I think that's probably one of the easiest places, or probably the most neutral place to start. Because when you look at it, that whole thing affects whatever person you put in that situation.
Right.
I believe not all cops are bad.
Right.
Shit, I come from my uncle being a chief of police. I get it. But at the same time too, not all black people are bad either. Not all this, not all that.
Right.
So I'm like, that's where, but at the same time, they have to, the same way that they've been trained, our experiences, are now, we're trained that way. People are numb to the point, oh, it's just another so-and-so dead, or X, Y, Z, and they move on to the next thing. Right. So that's where we all need to be retrained. We all need to start it.
Let's touch on that. You know, there's another person dead. There's another hashtag. Are we being affected? Have we given up already? Have we slowed down a bit with the you know, the boycotting and being more effective?
I don't think nobody had a boycott.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, we did. There was a boycott.
They did, but it lasted.
Like I said,
but it's always so many things. Like you can't, because now you have.
You can't.
Okay,
we just want to sacrifice something. We don't want to sacrifice.
Right. It's so many different things being. I think we're too easily distracted.
Right.
It sounds.
I mean, as soon as Pokemon Go came out, people forgot all about police brutality.
And I can't even tell you what the hell Pokemon. Why are grown ass people chasing something again? Like he just said.
You know why?
Like what are you chasing? Like what the hell is this? Like what is it? Like really?
A lot of the Pokemon stuff.
Chase your ass to a job.
You gotta realize a lot of the people that play that are older. Pokemon been out since they were kids.
Right.
It's a game they played. That's why a lot of people play.
They jump like that.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, y'all play the arcade, so they playing.
Right.
I get that, but we don't live in an era where your ass can be chasing anything and you end up what? It was a boy, somebody chased something in a yard. And then another one
off a cliff.
Right, ended up running into somebody's yard and got shot. Like, grow the fuck up.
That's a distraction.
Yeah,
let's talk about distractions. Every time there's something in the news, we're distracted by something else that's like totally irrelevant.
It's a lot of irrelevancy.
And I want to say that the biggest irrelevancy has been Donald Trump. He's been the biggest distraction. Now, let's just say, now I've been watching the numbers and I was like, I'm not doing the election anymore. I want to hear about it. I was disgusted with it. But I went back and I snuck and I started looking at the numbers. I'm not voting, I'm not voting. Yeah, I was just going off about it. But Donald Trump's numbers have dropped significantly. Now, numbers don't lie. When his numbers were up, I was like, whoa, this fool might really be the president. The numbers don't lie. His numbers have dropped tremendously. I don't like Hillary either, but I really...
We're fucked either way.
Yeah, either way. Either way.
Right, either way. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, they're still the same person. Like, it wasn't only but so long ago that he was riding her fucking coattail to get her in there and donating and everything.
Right,
He's
right,
still the same person.
Right.
Like, so it's really, you're picking your poison. Do you want it fast
or
do you want it slow?
Right.
So
either way,
no matter what, you're still getting the same piece of shit meal.
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day, it's just numbers right now. He still very well has a chance. Because we have to remember, this is the same fucking group of people who picked Bush because he was more likely to sit down and have a beer with him. Really?
Stuff you rigged anyway.
Like, right, but it's still like, really like...
Whoever they want to win is going to win.
And clearly the whole email shit with the whole Democratic Party proved that between Bernie and Hillary.
Yeah.
So, like...
They want you in.
Right, you're in.
They don't want you in, you're not going to be in.
It's not going to be in.
And you know what, too? I heard a lot of people when we were talking about that with the whole Bernie thing. Oh, I went and vote for Bernie because he's old. That's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Because he's old.
Right, because he's old. It's like, look, at some point, we all need to be fortunate that we can get old.
Right.
Fucking age discrimination is real.
Yeah.
So
Right.
how would you feel if you came to me and I'd be like, oh, fuck it, I'm not hiring you because you're old. It's
Right.
no different. It's stupid.
Right.
Like, you don't want to pick somebody that makes sense. Like, what the, like...
The weirdest thing is age discrimination. I'll never forget, I was working at the Crate and Barrel. It's everybody Crate and Barrel, it's like Pier 1. I was working at Crate and Barrel, I was probably in my 20s. And we were doing hiring for, I think, the Christmas season. And it was me, my boss, and a couple other people, signing people up and everything. And there was a lot of different things. We knew getting boxes out of the stock room, heavy lifting, we knew. But you know, they were hiring young guys for the stock room to carry the boxes. Bucks, yeah. But, and you know, they were picking people out for certain jobs. But I noticed they weren't hiring a lot of older people. Because it was a lot of strenuous work. And, they, you know, and I remember one of the managers saying, he was like, I was looking at him like, if people even knew he even said that, he'd be out of here. He was like, well, this is going to be, you know, a busy season. And we don't have time for these slow people, old folks and slow people to... So basically, you're not hiring people that are over 50 because they're going to slow down production.
That's going to be lifting and strong and fast.
Yeah.
You can't.
I understand that.
You can't, though.
You can, but you should put them somewhere else.
Yeah, but you know what? But who says that person is not going to be up to
I'm not saying everybody like that.
Right, but that's the thing.
But you never know.
Really don't know.
You don't
Because I think what people really have to realize, let's be fucking realistic. You're going to work because I need to be here for a reason.
Right.
So I'm like, I hire people all the time. Like that's what people pay me to do. And a lot of our millennials don't want to do shit.
Right.
So they're in a position to where they can do all this fast stuff, but half the time you either want to be on your phone or fucking.
Do you guys know that they changed? I didn't know it because I was picking at one of my girlfriend's kids. Like, you need a job, but I didn't realize you can't work until 16 now. It was 14 when I was picking because I was working.
Yeah, because you have to look at it this way too. The whole summer job thing is no longer existing. Yeah. Because now there's so many working people who need these jobs because of the fact that manufacturing is not here, it's overseas.
Right.
So when people were able to work at McDonald's and all that other stuff, those jobs aren't available for kids.
They're not.
And it's fucked up that those jobs are now. It makes me sad when I go into any kind of establishment. I don't care what it is. I'm not giving no free publicity, so I'm not saying any names. But when you go into any place, and I can literally look at my grandmother working. Like there's something wrong with that. There's something, I feel like we're one of the only countries that really does not value our elders. They're really still working at 60 and 70 years old.
Yeah.
When I rather than have the opportunity to come back to the classroom, read a book and pass on some wisdom. So it's like, when are people going to really start holding themselves accountable to where you can start holding your fucking public officials accountable? Why are these people still working?
Right.
Like, that's crazy. Like, your most valuable resource is literally pushing carts or stocking shelves. That's crazy to me.
Right.
And we talk about all these other countries, but our most valuable resource is still working and still hungry. Like, it's so many of them that could only work a certain amount of hours, but then still go home and have nothing to eat.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
And that's what I'm saying. We're so easily distracted by so many other things. But shit, yo, your grandma has not eaten today. Your grandma is still getting up to go to work to bust a table or pack a bag. And, like, what are we doing?
Approaching, we talking about grandmas. Approaching the winter season. I know my favorite holiday is October, and we're approaching October and all. And we are going to be stopping at senior citizen homes with hot food, and doing a lot of outreach, because for some reason we forget about our elders. We forget about our elders. We forget about
respect.
We don't respect our elders like we should. And last year I did a fun. The first year, what was it, Dana? The first year I did. I fed the homeless down Penn Station, but I realized everybody was doing that. So I said, let's do something different. The second year, I kept the homeless warm. So I was donating, and shout out to all the bike clubs, and I'm doing it again this year. The bike clubs really kicked up. I had a couple of bike clubs give me a total of 47 coats. I counted them. Remember, they had 47 coats.
Too, with the bike clubs.
Getting back to that, we are going to be stopping at, and this is part of my give back, because I have a second chance at living. So we're going to be doing a lot, going to senior citizen homes with hot food for seniors. But again, start getting your clothes together and warm coats, because we're going to be keeping the homeless warm again this year, 2016, for our men. And it's for everybody, but the crazy thing is, I met some men at the shelter. Shout out to my boys down at the shelter by Westside Park, if you know, right in between. There's a men's shelter there. They told me that when they go into the shelter, they might only get 30 days. They might only get 60 days. It depends on what program they went in or whatever. And they end up back on the street, and they have to sleep outside. They need a coat. You know, because even if they're in a shelter, they're still considered homeless. They can get put out. One guy got put out for smoking in the, they get put out for any little thing, and they have it the worst. When you have children, it's harder to get kicked out of the shelter opposed to being a single male. So that made me want to help the men even more, because they're going to need jackets, because they're like a revolving door going in and out of the shelter. So when they told me that, I jumped right on that. So that was a very successful thing I did last year. So you going to do that again?
Yeah.
You going to do that again? Yeah. And again, shout out to the bike clubs. I am going to be collecting coats for keeping the homeless warm. So if you're doing your summer cleaning, getting your closet cleaned out, hit me up on IG, DA_BlackWidow, or Yolanda Kilpatrick on Facebook.
Or you can find me too, Fabulous Tiba, Tiba.
And I have her turned out on IG now. She wasn't even on IG. She had a page, but wasn't even working her page.
I wasn't. Now she got me twerking on IG with these. Them L Wisdom, Pope wishing IG, wishing IG. But you know what I'm getting? I'm L calling at some point and give me my kudos. I'm getting better at this. I'm moving on up with this IG game.
Yeah, your repost game is.
My repost game is what?
It's up. It's up. I've been trying to keep up with the reposts. When you do reposts, and I once a week or once or twice a week, I have to remind myself to post this flyer, which is right in front of me, which is the schedule for nonfiction.
Absolutely.
And it'll help all of our viewers understand the schedule. They can check out their favorite show whatever time they want.
Try a new show.
Yeah, and we bumping on Wednesdays. I'm just checking us out on Wednesdays.
That Brown Girl Wednesday is on fire, so we need to throw some more,
That's all us, except for, what's the HD show?
One of our peeps.
That's us too?
No, but he cool though.
Oh, okay. I gotta come in on different days and check out other shows.
You know, and again, that's the thing. That's what I like about here. Like, it's actually a family unit. Like, we just don't talk about it. It is it. It's so many times that, you know, people from other shows will spill.
I had a phone call.
Okay. Oh,
let him in.
Hey, call
Let him in.
Yeah.
Nonfiction Radio.
You're on the air.
I think we lost him. Did we lose him?
Yeah.
Did we got it? Nonfiction Radio. They'll call back.
But y'all can call in 973-536-1165. But nah, it's something that again, we just don't talk about it. They actually live it. Like, where can you go now to where you could walk in and your CEO is here and he's giving everybody a kudos. They pick up the phone and call. Now they brought in Jerry Wonder. Shout out to Jerry. Jerry extended himself immediately. So, and his services and coming out to the show. So we get a lot of support. Like, we really, really do. So
We do.
I pick up nonfiction.
We started doing Facebook Live, which has been very, very good. Facebook Live has gotten us a lot of viewers. Facebook Live has been awesome because when I've been doing the show for 8 months, and I don't know if we didn't have Facebook Live or just didn't do it.
Nah, it really just came out.
It just came out, yeah. So I wasn't doing that. My YouTube channel has been very successful. Easy has to edit some more videos.
Easy.
And Chris is also giving us some more videos, so you guys can check me out on F Cancer Entertainment on YouTube. It's my YouTube channel, and it's FXCK Cancer Entertainment.
You need to say that again a little bit slower, because even I lost that.
You lost it?
Yeah.
So the YouTube channel, if you want to follow me on YouTube, my YouTube channel is Fuck Cancer Ent, so it's ENT. So FXCK Cancer ENT at